Charlotte Motor Speedway is the location for stop number 31 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series, as we are set for the running of the Mello Yello 500s. We're set for 40 laps of action here today. Half the distance of what we did in the Coca-Cola 600, by the way, this season, which was an 80-lap marathon, if you recall. And let's get the starting lap of today's running event. On the pole in the number 6 Valvoline Ford, his first pole of his career, I believe, in this series, Jordan Lopez. He's on the pole for this event here at 179 miles per hour. He'll be alongside number 25, Johnny Gardner, in the Budweiser Chevrolet. He's won twice this season so far. Row 2, Zach Winkle in number 97, and Keith Batson in 88. Keith winner this season at Martinsville. Third row is Shane Lake in number 30, and Matt Haas in 18. Matt, who won the season at Rockingham way back in the second race of the season. And that's where we're going to next on the tour for the AC Delco 400, by the way. The fourth row will have Kat Batson, who won the second stop at Talladega. She'll be alongside Ryan Brommer, whose best finish was the second in the Pepsi 400. Next row down is Sky Commons in number 9, the Cartoon Network Chevrolet, and Cartoon Network Ford, excuse me. He'll be alongside Quentin Moore, who won the night race at Bristol this season, in car number 90. Going to row number 6, we'll have Seth Cole, the number 45 10345 Lucky Dog Pontiac. He'll be alongside Bill Parker, number 5, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. Next row down is Jay Jefferson, number 1, the winner this season at the second race at Richmond. He'll be alongside four-time winner this season, Kyle Matthews, who's second place in the standings coming in this event, number 24, DuPont Chevrolet. Going to the next row now, we'll have Charles Sanford in 42, the Bell Mobility Chevrolet, who's won 3 times this season so far. And four-time winner this season, Jessica Shelton, in the number 94 McDonald's Ford. That includes the last race in the tour at North Wilkesboro. And Jess has one number 3 in-car cameras, by the way, in today's event. Next row down is Dylan Poteet, number 22, the Caterpillar Pontiac. He won the day race at Bristol this season. And Jesse Turner in 75, the Remington Arms Ford. Next row down has Joshua Osborne in 99, the X-Embarrass SKF Ford. He's a 2-time winner this season so far. The first race at North Wilkesboro and the Southern 500 at Darlington this season. He'll be flanked by William Brock in car number 4. He'll be back with that ride next season in the Kodak Film Chevy. Next row down has number 2, Dylan Young in the Miller Lite Ford. He's won 2 times this season, including the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. And Texas winner Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwin Chevrolet car number 3. Next row down has number 36, Kev Shearer. He won at Martinsville this season, as well as the Winston All-Star race on this very same track. And two-time winner this season, Chris Dollerton in number 60, the Power Team Chevrolet. Chris's wins came at Auto Club and at Darlington, the first stop there. Next row down is Zachary Fitzwater in 66, the Big Kmart Ford, and he'll be alongside number 16, Julius Anderson in the Prime Star Ford. Next row down has number 71, Alex Miller, and number 55, Henry Samper. Then it's number 33, James Henry, and Nathan Ormond, who got a top 5 finish at Richmond. No, it is not at Richmond, actually. It was at Wilkesboro, actually, where he got his first top 5 in his career in this series. Next one down is Daytona 500 champion Rob Evans, who also won the 600 on this very same racetrack here this season. And Nathan Hudson in car number 31. And it's Mike Becker in 44, Mitchell Collins in number 10. The next one after that will be 77 Paul Minnick, and number 11 it is Emmanuel Hartnett. Next one down, Marcus Sachi in 21, the Citgo Ford, and he'll be alongside Brandon Parker, number 20. And next row down after that will be number 43, Joshua Collard in the STP Pontiac, who won the season at Riverside, and Casey Nanico in number 7. And then it's Adam Blickinger in 23, who starts shotgun in the field. As they say at Charlotte, the night time is the right time, and it is nighttime for the Mello Yello 500. It'll be a 40-lap race here today. Points-wise, though, Jessica Shelton pulled ahead of Kyle Matthews quite a bit more after a race at Wilkesboro. Can she add more to her leader? Well, Matthews closed in. That'll be answered in the 40 laps that will ensue here today as the commands with again the fire the engines for the Mello Yello 500.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Our other two in-car cameras, by the way, today will be carried by Joshua Osborne and Dylan Young. By the way, that's our other two in-car cameras that will be carried along with Shelton. So all three of the cameras today will be carried by Fords here for today's event at Charlotte. It looks like everybody got started here. Jordan Lopez, he could be one of those surprise winners here today, possibly, because his car qualified very well, as we said, started from the pole at 179 miles per hour, almost 180 on this track here today. But don't let the qualifying speed fool you. That's old news, because we're going a whole lot faster than that in the draft here on this version of Charlotte, and this is the best version of Charlotte we have, by the way, in the NR 2003 community as they come through turns 3 and 4. Now, if we can ever just get the roll out, we could possibly see what test the roll out for this series. We'll see if that ever comes. As the field comes off corner number 4 here, Jordan Lopez leads them down as the green flag flies, and we are underway for the Mello Yello 500. Oh, side by side. Who's going to lead this first lap? This race will be Lopez, or will it be Gardner who leads this first lap here? It's going to be... Oh, my God, that was close. That was, I think, Gardner by just inches. What was the margin at the line there? It was a dead heat at the line between Gardner and Lopez. Looked a lot like the finish we had in season 21 in this very race. So when Joshua Osborne nipped out Becca Tellier by I think an almost dead heat at the line. It was that close. Second lap for the leader, 187.67 miles per hour. So now see what I mean when I said they're going to be a whole lot faster in the draft than the qualifying speed of 179 as they come through turns 3 and 4 here. Lopez looking for the top, looking to keep the top spot for the moment here. Jordan Lopez continues to lead, and they are still side by side. Unbelievable, and nobody's been able to pull ahead in the front spots here. Lopez has led the last few laps though, but Gardner has stayed alongside. I mean, that tells you some kind of power Gardner's got on the outside of the track here. As they come off turn number 4 here, as they see Lopez still leading them down here. Zach Winkle trying to pull him ahead pull him ahead. We have seen lead change after lead change on Charlotte before, but the thing of it is that once somebody gets pulled fully ahead, though, then the other cars are going to start making moves, in which they are doing right now. Zach Winkle looks to the low side, looks for the lead to become the third leader of the day, and now Shane Lake to the low side, and now we're starting to see some racing now after what? 5 laps of side by side racing between the front row. Winkle in the last time by. Here comes Shane Lake for the number 1 spot, and he's got it. Come off turn number 2. On board with Joshua Osborne in car number 99. As said, winner this season at North Wilkesboro at the first GT400. He also won the Southern 500 at Darlington this season. Joshua had a disastrous outing at North Wilkesboro, the last race on the tour in the Holly Farms 400. He dropped out of the race because of a actually didn't quite drop out of the race. He actually finished a couple of laps down in that event in Wilkesboro after an early altercation in that race. Dropped him down, I think, 5th in the standings coming into this event at Charlotte. As he takes the lead now from Seth Cole, Dylan Young tries to look for the low side of Osborne for the lead. Covered in allergies. And now Dylan Young to the top spot. As now here comes Alex Miller to the low side, James Henry in 33, and 12 of Rob Evans. Mike Becker's in there, and several surprises up there. Marcus Sachi, Paul Minnick, and Joshua Coward in 43 to start this race in 39th position. And look at the copper cam right there. As Dylan Young continues to lead him down, Alex Miller to the low side. Actually, that's James Henry to the low side here. Miller tries to go low on Dylan Young. He gets pushed up to the high side by James Henry as they go through turns 1 and 2. And we're starting to see some lap speeds now of over 190 miles per hour now here at Charlotte as they come off turn number 4 here. Rob Evans to the low side. That's for the second position. So you now got Penske first and second. And that team will be heading to Dodge next season, by the way. Evans to the low side. He's looking for the Charlotte Sweep as they now come up to the back of Adam Flickinger's car, number 23. Young to the high side. Evans to the high side. Here comes Mike Becker. And they're going to split Flickinger up the middle. We're going to keep an eye on, see what happens right here. Oh my gosh, this is dangerous through this area right there. Trying to see which lane you want to go with right there. Now Flickinger's going to hold up Seth Cole, Sky Cummins, Cat Batson, Shane Lake. And all of them in this mix here is Deaver, Brock, Fitzwater, Shelton, Dollarton, all of them going by. Inside Jessica Shelton's car, she runs 19th at the moment. Running right behind Zachary Fitzwater in 66 as they come out of the backstretch into turn number 3. Just topping 194 miles an hour into turn number 1. As we said, this is a very fast track here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, that is for sure. Marcus Sachi led the last time by. Here comes now Mitchell Collins in car number 10. He'll take the lead, but here comes Brandon Parker to the low side. Battle orange cars side by side, the 10 and the 20. Brandon Parker now to the lead as you see Emmanuel Hartnett to the low side. Casey Nanico, by the way, just up ahead. I think he's coming off turn number 2 right now, so they got quite a bit of ways to catch him for the moment. As you see, Nathan Hudson now going to the lead. Here comes number 16, Julius Anderson. Cole Devers in this mix at number 3, as well as Fitzwater and Shelton and Dollarton. Off turn number 4 they come. And here comes Cole Deaver to the low side. Deaver looking for the lead and coming off turn number 2. Fitzwater and Shelton now following suit behind as they come through turns 3 and 4. Deaver, despite not winning all that much this season, he's actually top 10 in the points coming into this event as well. As Fitzwater looks to the low side, almost took that lead from Deaver that lap, but now takes the lead this time by as they go in through turns 1 and 2. Shelton now looks low on Fitzwater for position, but decides to fall back in line. Through turns 3 and 4 they come as you see Dollarton and Jesse Turner now to the low side. Turner now looks low on Dollarton. Here comes Shelton for the lead, and she's going to take it through into turn number 1, I think. Yes, she will. And they're going to catch Casey Nanico probably maybe in 2 or 3 laps possibly. Here comes Jesse Turner to the low side. Shelton trying to hold on and get 5 bonus points, but I don't know that's going to happen on this lap. Turner to the inside. He'll take the lead from Shelton, spoils her chances for getting 5 bonus points that lap. And now Poteet to the low side looks for the lead himself. Turner led that lap. Bad news over Shelton here. Look who's on the low side as well. That's Kyle Matthews in 24. Matthews desperately wanting to get his 5 bonus points to draw the margin closer. Even though the championship is about almost in a runaway at the moment between those 2 drivers. I should say a runaway for Shelton, I should say. Now they caught Casey Nanico just now as Cab Shear led the last time by. Now Nanico is holding up the inside line. Let's see what happens coming off turn number 2. And Phil Parker to the low side. Nope, says Shear. And I said, I'm keeping that lead, and he'll go into turn number 3. For some reason, Kev Shearer always seems to run well here at Charlotte in this series, too. And here comes number 1, Jay Jefferson to the low side. He'll bring Kyle Matthews with him. Off the second turn, Matthews to the low side. Here comes 18 car of Matt Haas to the low side, as he'll push Matthews up to second place now. And here comes Charles Sanford in this mix, Ryan Brommer, Alex Miller, and Quentin Moore. And Kev led the last time by, but here comes Kyle Matthews for the lead, and he's got it. Now can he hold on to get 5 bonus points? See what happens here, come off turn number 2, and I think he might hold on to get those 5 points for leading a lap. Off turn 4 they come. Here comes Matthews. He'll lead that lap, so he gets his 5 points for leading a lap now. Shelton yet to lead a lap, so Matthews is close to margin with at least now 5 points closer than what it was now. But this race ain't over yet. We're still down to 6. We're down to 16 laps to go. So a lot can happen in those 16 laps here. Stanford to the low side, but here comes Brian Barnes. Got a head of steam to the low side. And here comes 71, Alex Miller, Quentin Moore, Keith Batson, Henry Sampers in this mix now, number 55. And look who's behind Keith. It's his wife, Kat. And Ryan Brommer's going to take the lead. His first lap led today. And they're going to catch Adam Flickinger in the 23 car. He's falling off the pace now. That's what happens when you have a draft coming onto a car not in the draft, which actually really at Charlotte actually makes no difference. Should make no difference at Charlotte unless you got a car that's well off setup. And whoa, Flickinger just about took Brommer out of this whole thing, and now Matthews looks slow, almost hits Dylan Young. And Brommer not making any friends right now as they come down the backstretch here. There's now Dylan Young to the low side. He escapes without riding with Dylan Young in car number 2 as he's right behind Johnny Gardner in 25. Into the third turn, Keith Batson out in front, but here comes Kat Batson, who won at Talladega this season, and you got the other Talladega winner, Johnny Gardner, behind him. He was the man that won the Winston 500 as well as the second stop at Dover. 28 laps in the books, 12 laps to go here at in the Mello Yello 500. Dylan Young to the low side, car number 2, the Miller Lite Ford. Off turn number 2 they come. Dylan Young, the Miller Lite Ford out in front, looking for his third victory of the season. This time by, there'll be 10 laps to go. This time by. And there you see Nanico and Flickinger all in this mix right there. And several big names back there. Shane Lake is in 38th. Joshua Osborne 37. 10 laps to go right now. Parker's 36th. Jefferson 34th. Off turn number 4 they come. Mitchell Collins now out in front. Is he going to lead this lap? Yes, he will. And he's got Matt Haas to the low side. 16 car Julius Anderson. Kyle Matthews in 24, I should say. Four car of William Brock. There's 11 Emmanuel Hartnett. In this mix, number 44. 44 car of Mike Becker. And Julius Anderson leads his first lap of the race here. Now we got 8 laps to go. Matthews to the top spot. But William Brock looks slow. He's going to spoil Matthews' chance for leading a second lap here today as they come off turn number 2 and now to turn 3. And now Hartnett looks slow. 7 laps to go. In the third turn now, Rob Evans looks low as he pushes Becker to the lead. James Henry's up there. One of the surprises here. James Henry got 1 top 5 this season. That was at Richmond. He's up to second place now. We're trying for second right now. And Childress teammates there, Nathan Hudson and Cole Deaver. Deaver will be back with that Goodrich number 3 next season. Only this time it'll be a 95 Monte Carlo he'll be driving. Five laps to go at Charlotte. Don't pencil in your winner yet because it's down to it here in the Mello Yello 500. Here comes Deaver to the low side. He's got Shelton behind him in number 94. On board with Jessica Shelton. She looks low. She's going to push Nathan Hudson to the low side. Hudson's going to take the lead as James Henry led the last time by 33. Off the second turn, Shelton looks low. She's got Dylan Poteet behind her. He's behind her, so is Dollerton, so is Kat Batson, so is Keith Batson. As Poteet looks slow, and is he going to take the lead from Shelton? Nope. Shelton gets her 5 points, and now she evens the score on Kyle Matthews on the bonus point standpoint. But Poteet takes the top spot. Here comes Dollerton. He's got Batson. He's got both the Batsons behind him now, Kat and Keith. And Johnny Gardner right there behind Jordan Lopez, who was the pole sitter for the event. Question is, in this situation in Charlotte, we got 2 laps to go now. Who's going to be in the right spot at the right time, and who's going to make the right move at the right time? That's going to be that's usually the question. Much like on a play track like Talladega or Daytona. And as the old saying goes, the best you can do on any given day is put yourself in a position to win, and circumstances will dictate the outcome. And that's that's apparently what's happening right here. Here comes Keith Batson to the low side. White flag waves. 1 lap to go at Charlotte. This is it in the Mello Yello 500. Keith Batson looking for a second victory of the season. Gardner looking for his third. Lopez looking for his first. Off the second turn. Lopez to the low side of Gardner. Let's see what happens on the backstretch into turn number 3. Gardner sticks behind Batson's cars. They go through the third and fourth turns now. Here they come up the fourth corner. Gardner, is he going to make a move on the low side? He is not going to do it. Gardner takes a peek to the low side. Ball short. Keith Batson wins the Mello Yello 500. Keith Batson, the number 88 Ford Quality Care Services Ford Credit Ford Taurus, gets the victory here today. But what a finish between he and Johnny Gardner down to the line. Jordan Lopez comes home third. A great day for that 6 team. Charles Sanford comes home fourth. Fifth will go to Cat Batson. Sixth will go to William Brock. Seventh will go to Chris Dalton. Eighth to Brandon Parker. Ninth, Dylan Poteet and Zachary Fitzwater comes home in 10th. What a finish we have here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Wow, that's all I can say to that finish right there. Keith Batson gets the win here. Average speed 188.199 miles per hour. And the margin of victory 0.06 of a second even at the start-finish line between those two drivers. Here's the rest of the finishing order for you here. Jessica Shelton will pad more to her points lead as she ends up finishing 11th. 12th will go to Nathan Orman, another solid run for that 40 team. Nathan Hudson third, so you got the Nathans finishing right there together. Orman in 12th and Hudson in 13th. Joshua Osborne, who was 38th, the last time we talked about him, he moves up to 14th in the final running order. Good recovery from the bad outing he had at Wilkesboro. James Henry 15th, and it's Jay Jefferson, Cole Bieber, Jesse Turner, Rob Evans, and Paul Minnick, the top 20 in today's event. Rest of the finishers here today, Mike Becker 21st, 22nd will go to Alex Miller, Bill Parker 23rd, Marcus Sachi 24th, Emmanuel Hartnett 25th, Dylan Young dropped to 26th, and Kyle Matthews 27th in today's event. Not the day he won it at Charlotte, and like I said, now that's going to... And so his 27th position finished to Jessica Shelton's 11th. That is going to, I don't know, one more spread like that, and Shelton's about going to wrap this all up before you get the Homestead. I mean, forget the Homestead curse. If that's the case, unless of course, like I said, Matthews can gain some points though, coming into in the next couple races before Homestead. But we'll see what the point spread looks like as you see the end of the video where the points are distributed. Anyway, rest of the finishing order here. Ryan Brommer, 28th. Julia Sanderson, 29th. Quentin Moore, 30th. 31st will go to Matt Haas. Mitchell Collins, 32nd. 33rd, Sky Commons. Joshua Collard, not a good day for him, 34th. Henry Stanford, Seth Cole, Kev Shearer, Shane Lake, and Zach Winkle, the top 39. That's the lead lap finishers. Casey Nanico and Adam Flickinger were the two finishing in the bottom of the barrel. Flickinger finished 2 laps down, Nanico only 1. So that will do it here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and a terrific finish. Keith Batson gets the win of the Mello Yello 500, taking the Dale Jarrett colors to victory lane here today. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We get everything on the channel. We get races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA desires for his channel. And be sure to check out our Cavalcade series, including the Boas for All Pro series, the Duracell Cup series, and the Marvel Studios Cup series. And to keep up on the Marvel Studios Cup series, be sure to subscribe to Thrash Maniac 99. He'll get you going on that series as well. And so that will do it here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway here. Next race in the tour will be at Rockingham for the running of the AC Delco 400. For now, this is James Qualls in production of the NNSCRA. Offline Racing as best. We will see you at Rockingham.